Hi everyone! In this video, we would be able to learn topics under mathematical logic. Here, we would be able to illustrate the different forms of conditional propositions. Under conditional propositions, we have inverse, converse, and contrapositive. Let's discuss the three. Number one, we have inverse. When we say inverse, it is the negation of both P and Q. And the symbol for that one, we have not P and not Q. And that is read as, if not P, then not Q. In the statement example, P, the water is cold. Q, Miguel drank the water. First, you're going to make that one into its conditional proposition. That becomes, if the water is cold, then Miguel drank it. Now, let us identify or find the inverse of the statement. That becomes, if not P, then not Q. Therefore, if the water is not cold, then Miguel did not drink it. The second one, we have converse. When we say converse, it is the resulting statement when the premise and the conclusion are interchanged. Now, the converse of the statement P, Q is if Q, then P. Take note that to find the converse, you are going to interchange the statement if P, then Q. Example, the water is cold. Miguel drank the water. Step number one, you're going to find its conditional proposition. So for the conditional proposition, it becomes if the water is cold, then Miguel drank it. To find its converse, simply interchange the Q and P. And that becomes, if Miguel drank the water, then it is cold. For the third one, we also have the contrapositive. When we say contrapositive, it is the resulting statement when the premise and the conclusion of the inverse statement is interchanged. So it seems it's just like a combination between inverse and converse. And the symbol for that one, we have if not Q, then not P. And that is read as, if not Q, then not P. Step number one, make first the statement into its conditional proposition. So we have, if the water is cold, then Miguel drank it. After that one, in the second step, make the statement into its converse. So we have, if Miguel drank the water, then it is cold. And for your final answer, write your answer in the form of contrapositive, where you're going to negate the converse of the statement. So that becomes, if Miguel did not drink the water, then it is not cold. Now, let's try it out. In the statement, if a number is even, then it is divisible by 2. This statement is a conditional statement. So you're going to find its inverse, converse, and contrapositive. Let's try first its inverse. So for the inverse part, you're going to negate both statements P and Q. And out of that one, from the statement, it becomes, if a number is odd, then it is not divisible by 2. For the converse part, or simply interchange the premise and the conclusion, and for the symbol, we have Q. If Q, then P. And the statement will become, if a number is divisible by 2, then it is even. And for the last one, we have contrapositive. So it seems it's just like a combination between inverse and converse. So the statement, the symbol for the statement, if not Q, then not P. Now, the statement will become, if a number is not divisible by 2, then it is an odd number. Another example. The shape has 4 sides. The shape is a rectangle. Now, make the two statements into its conditional proposition. The symbol for that one, if P, then Q. The statements will become, if the shape has 4 sides, then it is a rectangle. Now, let us make the statement into its inverse, converse, and contrapositive. For the inverse part, the symbol if not P, then not Q, the statement will become, if the shape does not have 4 sides, then the shape is not a rectangle. Again, for the inverse part, you're going to negate the 2 statements. For the second one, we also have converse. The symbol for converse is, since we are going to interchange the premise and the conclusion, that becomes, if Q, then P. Now the statement will become, if a shape is a rectangle, then it has 4 sides. And for the last one, we have the contrapositive or the negation of Q and negation of P. That is read as, if not Q, then not P. The statement will become, if the shape is not a rectangle, then the shape does not have 4 sides. Thank you so much for listening.